Hello, how are you? Today I brought you my favorite slimming soup recipe. It will help you lose weight, help reduce bloating, even help your intestines work better, so it also helps to reduce your belly. The seasoning is wonderful, it gets ready super fast, and it's a good idea to help you organize yourself to lose weight, especially for dinner. And it's a complete meal, cheap, quick, delicious. You're going to love it. Stay until the end, you won't want to miss it. If you love slimming recipes, easy, cheap, quick recipes, you're going to love the channel. Take advantage, subscribe, activate the bell. I have a new video every day, a recipe every day. You won't want to miss them. Let's start the recipe then. All the ingredients I'm going to use are listed below in the description with the correct quantities. And I'll also include the calorie count as I know you love it, especially in these slimming recipes. If you don't know where the description is, there's the video title here, an arrow. Click there and a tab with all the information will open for you. Let's start making our soup then. I think a good soup always calls for a good sauté at the beginning. Because we are going to use low-calorie ingredients, you can eat more flexibly in terms of quantity. So seasoning and making it really tasty, well sautéed is essential. Let's add a little olive oil here. I have a video on the channel talking more about the benefits of olive oil, whether you can cook with olive oil or not. And I'll tell you that you can, as long as it doesn't reach the smoke point. In this olive oil, I'm going to saute my onion here. Remember that onions, besides giving a wonderful flavor to all recipes, also help a lot with immunity. And nowadays, we are very concerned about immunity. With the current situation we're going through, we want to improve the immune system. I have a video here on the channel, in fact, talking more about immunity in general with recipes, a playlist of everything for immunity. I'll leave it down here in the description for you. Let me just mix this quickly. Let's just wait for this onion to start becoming more transparent. To move on to the second part. Look, now the onion is more transparent, so I'm going to add the tomato here now. I removed the seeds from the tomato, but if you don't want to, it's not necessary. Remember that I have a video here on the channel talking more about tomatoes as well, which are a source of fiber, a source of lycopene, which is very interesting, a super potent antioxidant, and has very few calories. I will now add the salt and black pepper here. This soup has many ingredients with few calories. Here I have the black pepper. So it will help you feel quite satisfied. When we think about eating soup to lose weight, many people think about going hungry, that thin soup. This is not that kind of soup. This soup will be one that will nourish you a lot, and with ingredients that have very few calories, you will soon see the ones I will add here. The tomato also helps release some water and helps cook the onion here, giving it a tastier sauté. I'm going to add a bit of oregano here for seasoning. Remember that oregano also helps with bloating. I'm going to add a bit of cayenne pepper. I love pepper, you know that. And pepper is also thermogenic. So it helps speed up the metabolism. Losing weight will make it easier for you. And I'm going to add cumin here as well. Cumin is thermogenic. I even have a video on the channel talking about whether cumin water helps with weight loss, because it really is a very interesting option. But adding cumin to foods will also bring this thermogenic effect of speeding up the metabolism and promoting weight loss. These spices I'm using are optional. They are spices that I like and that have scientific evidence showing they help with weight loss and increase thermogenesis. And if you don't have them at home or don't want to use them, you don't have to, but be aware that they will bring several benefits. So everything is well sauteed here. I'm going to add the carrot, which has little carbohydrate. Many people still think that carrots have a lot of carbohydrates, but that's not true. I have a video here on the channel, Do Carrots Make You Gain or Lose Weight?, where I talk more about this. I'm going to add the water here after all. It's a soup. I'm going to add the chayote now as well, which is very rich in potassium. It has a high water activity and it helps a lot with reducing bloating. So this soup, besides helping with weight loss, will also help with reducing bloating. I will add the zucchini here. Zucchini also has very few calories, very few carbohydrates, and is an excellent addition to our soups because it will make you feel very full due to the amount of fiber it contains, yet it still has very few calories. These ingredients here, the zucchini, the chayote, the tomato itself, are what we practically call negative calories. Because during the digestion process, we end up using the energy from the body's cells, from the digestive system, to assimilate these nutrients. So they end up providing fewer calories, which are practically spent during the digestive process. So now I'm going to cover the pot here so we can cook these vegetables a bit. Then I'll add the other ingredients. Hold on. Look, so about 15 minutes have passed. Actually, it's the time it takes on your stove for the vegetables to cook. I use the ladle itself, mashing them like this so they become more dissolved to really form the broth of our soup. I'm going to add a bit of kale here now, which is a wonderful vegetable, very low in calories, high in iron, high in calcium, and it will also greatly aid the intestinal part. It will help to provide more satiety, of course, due to the amount of fiber. And these fibers also help in proper intestinal function, expelling stools, improving, because sometimes those who diet eat little and end up with more stagnant stools with that constipation. In fact, if you suffer from this, remember that I have a playlist here on the channel about healthy digestion and also a playlist of natural laxative recipes. This recipe here is one of them. I will add it to the playlist. I'm going to add a lot of parsley here, which helps a lot with bloating and is a source of vitamin C, and it's wonderful for enhancing the flavor of our soup as well. So now I'm going to submerge the kale here so it cooks better. Kale cooks very quickly and so does parsley. So we wait another 2 minutes and then I finish with the protein so you can see how it is. I'm just going to cover it here for 2 minutes. It's cooked now. I even turned off the stove here so it doesn't splash on me. I'm going to serve a bit of it here and then we'll talk about the options. Because my idea is this. You can very well freeze this soup to have it a few times during the week, indeed for dinner, which is usually the meal we are usually lazier to prepare at night. But the protein is still missing. So my idea for you to enrich and complement our soup is the egg. You can heat it up in the same pot and crack an egg, like a poached egg on top, which many people love. I took an egg, simply cooked it, chopped it, and I'm going to put it on top here, which will add more protein to your soup. You can add shredded chicken, leftover ground beef, roasted meat, tuna if you like, fish. The ideal is to complement it with some protein so that it becomes a more complete meal. Now, how much protein and how much soup there will be depends, as I always tell you, on the rest of your diet, your individual needs. So, this is merely a suggestion. It might be too little for you or it might be too much. Always remember to consult your doctor or nutritionist if you want more details about this. So look, I'm going to place the egg centered in the middle because I want the soup to be visible. If I sprinkle the egg, it also looks nice, but we lose a bit of the reference that this is a soup. It might look like just a dish of eggs. So I'm going to place it here, and at your home you can arrange it however you like. And remember that you can serve it with the protein of your choice. I'm going to taste it now. Tell me down here then, what is your favorite soup? Remember that I have a soup playlist here on the channel. I confess that I really like these soups that are low in calories and also low in carbohydrates. I'll leave this playlist down here for you, and I'd love to see your comment. Like the video, as it helps me a lot, and share it with those who need it. Let's expand this chain of good together, which is what I want here with the channel. I'm going to taste a little now. It's a bit hot, so I'm afraid of burning myself. So let me get a bit here to taste this soup. The seasoning is wonderful. It's so well seasoned that this chayote I just picked up here tasted like potato. So chayote works really well in these soups because it absorbs the flavor and acts like a potato, but obviously with much less carbohydrate and calories. So try it at home, you'll love it. I'm going to get a bit more carrot now. See you next time. Bye.